Hey everybody, it's Aaronator here. We got our 24th episode of our Vancouver Canucks GM mode commentary here on the PS4. Guys, in the last episode, we went and finished up the off-season. I believe it was the year 5 off-season. Now we're going into year 6 of our GM mode. One thing I do want to ask you guys, at least for the next episode and on, possibly, that's what I basically am trying to ask you. Do you guys want to take this at all into NHL 17? Because I can still start at NHL 17 GM mode and continue this one for another year or two if you guys want. But otherwise, I wouldn't mind just having this be the last year and just say we put this team in the right direction to win. So I don't care what you say, this team is going to be a strong team. And I feel very confident about this year. So first of all, what I'm going to do, we have so much cap space. Why not the heck use it? Roman JOSI, come over here right now. Not a two-way contract or a one-way contract for nothing. Don't worry, we're paying you, bud. Let's see if he wants... no, we're going to make sure he wants 1 year. We're going to give him $9 million to make sure he comes here. You know what? 9.5, because it really doesn't matter as long as he comes here for a year. He's going to help us win that cup. That's our goal. That's our end goal. Let's see. Do we want Dwight King to be in here? Because if you remember, he was on our team last year, and although he may have not had the greatest season, there's still morale there, so he could be helpful. And he had a solid season, didn't he? Was it this last season? I'm not sure. But I will go and offer him... No. I want to offer... No. Nyquist doesn't make sense. None of those guys make too much sense. We're just going to focus on JOSI for now, and then we'll figure out if we want to do any other moves afterwards, at least in free agency, because I do have a trade, guys. You have no idea. I looked around for... Let's see. I looked at Edmonton. I tried for Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl separately. Neither worked. I'm going to let you know that I went to look at Sam Steele, but as I was going through, I realized that if you see him already, he's in Colorado. So obviously, Toronto had him on the trade block, or they had him moved to there, and Colorado quickly snagged him up. So I can see if I can figure out what was in that trade, but otherwise, yeah. I didn't try for this guy, but this would also make a lot of sense. Zedzmis Girgensons, 1 year left at 6.4. That's way too much trade value. I tried, but I tried guys with even less trade value, and they don't want to give them up. I tried for Matthew Barzal and the Islanders, so out of everything that made sense, this one probably makes the least sense. I think Philadelphia does sort of want to win with Giroux and some of the other guys leaving, although they do have some younger wingers to help out. I do believe that Konechny would stay, but you know what? He has a good contract, 23 years old for us. And just the fact that we're just going to say that right now he wants to play with Bo Horvat and try and get this team into the playoffs. So we're going to move Brassard out because of cap reasons. Although we have tons of cap space, he's older, may drop, and at this point we like him. We like the other guy. We like other guys better than him. So basically replacing him with Brassard, or replacing Brassard with Konechny, and then Girard, because although I sort of like him, his stats are a bit all around, like just defensive awareness and passing sort of make him an 85. His cap, although it's really great, and he has some good morale with some guys that I like over here, so they might get disappointed. But you look at this, he has been not happy with ice time, and that's the thing that he won't likely get. He'll probably be on the fourth line, or maybe the third line if he's lucky at some points. So I decided that I will move those two guys. I just got to try and remember exactly who else. Abels, and then I believe it was a second and third from this year's draft. And then we are going to get in a defenseman from this team. It would be Del Zotto, and that is probably going to be it, I believe. You know what I'm going to try? I kind of like Girard, so we're going to try and keep him. We're going to switch this to be possibly either 2/3 or a second and a third, another second and a third, or something like that. So you know what? Actually, well, I took out the third, but we're gonna do 2/3, a second, Abels and Brassard for Konechny. Will it go through? And look at that. All you got to do is add up Konechny, and we got a really sick team here in Vancouver. So Konechny, obviously, with his great contract as a top line player, not quite saying that, but 23 years old, young guy. He has some great stats. Obviously, stick checking, offensive awareness, puck control, and passing, sort of, arguably, are not the greatest. But otherwise, a lot of his other stats are really nice. And that's why I wanted to get him. And then, obviously, he's a second cousin with Bo Horvat, if you guys didn't know that. I was really bummed out when they didn't draft him. But then who'd they get? They got Brock Besser, and I mean he's a top-notch goal scorer in college, so it really doesn't matter too much. So JOSI obviously will be coming with us. Vankinen will probably be playing in that top 6 area as a depth guy possibly. So what I would like to do is I think I will go and sign I guess a top 6 defenseman. I don't mind paying him money at all because that's really something that I'm just completely okay with. And so you have a top 2 defenseman in JOSI. And I'm looking at a lot of these other guys. And honestly, if Tanev's going to be playing on the bottom one, I mean, I'm not going to put 3 lefties and 3 righties, which I could actually. I could do that. But you know what I do want to do is I want to make sure that I'm playing. I think McNabb is going to be really good, but I'm not quite sure about that. I wish I could know more about these guys' overalls and that they weren't just wasted in the like AHL or something. Maybe I'll take a younger guy. I'm not quite sure. Let's get McNabb possibly and another guy. Well, maybe we'll get McNabb and someone else. The other defenseman, the right-handed guy, Pissick. I don't mind paying these guys, but let's see if we can get him for a bit cheaper. We'll go $3 million for McNabb. And you know what we will do? We'll just leave that, see how good he is. If he's good enough, then we'll keep him and possibly get JOSI. We'll have it. It also depends if JOSI signs or not, which he should. But I mean, that would really suck if he didn't. We'll check out our lines afterwards. We'll just leave them on where they are at. 2 wins, obviously, doesn't matter too much. It's just preseason. Contract length and all that is good for McNabb. He's 82 overall. And Roman JOSI, one of my favorite defensemen, comes to the Vancouver Canucks, so that's going to be awesome. 82 overall seems to be okay. What I might do is I might sign an 8th defenseman in case of injuries, and that will be, of course, Pissick, a right-handed guy. So that could be really nice, and possibly I might sign another forward just to try and make this team a lot stronger. So I'll put 1.2 in for DJ King because he's got that morale, so that might help the team out a bit. As for defensemen, we'll go back and sign Pissick, and I believe because he wants more money, I'm hoping that means that he will be a good player, but we'll have to see. So do I want to go after a younger defenseman? Connor Carrick, possibly. I don't mind playing these guys in the AHL at all, so I will definitely give these guys contracts. As for a forward, do we want to sign anybody as a third liner, depth guy? Granlund could be an interesting one. He may boost up even higher. We have a lot of playmakers. Frolik would be nice as a penalty killer guy if we need him. So 1.75. And we'll give that guy a contract. And that should be it. We're going to sign a lot of guys here. We may not be able to sign all of them due to either cap space or even just space in general for players. But this could be really nice if we add in all of this depth to make us so just strong. I know Superman usually signs a lot of guys to 2-way contracts. I'm going to try and see if we can get just a lot of guys in contracts. I don't need Connor Carrick, but I'd like to see if I can get Frolik because I think that would be a good signing. Let's see. Chris Kreider, power forward. We could play him on the 4th line. He does say he's a third liner, so maybe that would be an interesting fit. We can try that for 2.5. Actually, you know what? $3 million is fine. We'll give him exactly what he wants, and then maybe we'll see. If that doesn't work, maybe we'll go back to whoever that other guy was. I can't remember his name. Frolik. There you go. Straight off the bat, we got Chris Kreider, 86 overall for a $3 million contract. We are going to be stacked this year, and that's because I want to make the playoffs, guys. In the next episode, it's 25th episode. That's always a good milestone for like for people's anniversaries and stuff like that. But that could be the final episode of our GM mode commentary if we decide to leave it at that. If we make the playoffs, I will end the GM mode. If we miss the playoffs, I don't know if I can, because that would just suck to miss the playoffs. But then again, that would probably mean that my time is basically up. We may decide to keep some of these guys down at first. Let's see. Vancouver is a no way is a on no waivers for that, so we can go with 7 defensemen here, as these guys will probably be better. Forwards, we're gonna try and make sure that we have all of this set up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 forwards there, and if we can get in Chris Kreider, oh, that's going to be stacked. DJ King, or Dwight, sorry, I keep on saying DJ, I keep on thinking of a different King. I'm not sure if that is actually the other King, but I'm not sure. I'm sort of all over the place. I'm going to make sure injuries are on, because then that makes it more entertaining, and we can also bring in some more players. I feel like sometimes it just is off, but no, we're just getting really lucky lately. I'm not sure if we are. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention, but this is going to be really good. We're in 10 minutes. I'll do it quickly with you guys seeing, and then we can know whether or not these are good moves or bad moves that I'm making. So I'm just going to leave the AHL basically the exact same as it is. We don't really need to watch for guys to play. Bure would be the only exception, but his potential is even dropped, so that's okay. How about Aaron Pete? I'm curious to know where he is at. Bottom 6. Okay. I also did want to mention to you guys a couple other things, but I'll get into that after we do the lines quickly, and maybe I'll do that during the sim. Hopefully, as long as I remember. We're gonna do Maito, VC, and Veleno, Konechny, Besser, and Barchi. We're gonna even it up a lot, so then we can have a really nice team. Kreider, Horvat, Tuck. We're gonna move Kreider down and add in a playmaker, a low elite playmaker, Ruotsalainen, Cole Castles, Girard. It's gonna be stacked, and then obviously Will Bitton at 83 overall. He will be the depth forward. And we will be sure to make some of these guys in their different positions. I'm going to make Bitton a right winger, although Girard is technically center, because I don't think Girard is going to be the one playing. You know what? I'm actually going to play Bitton on that fourth line. No, you know what? We're going to go with overall. And we don't know if Bitton's going to play center or not. So for now, actually, from what I saw, what we're going to do is we're going to move it so then it's going to be Ruotsalainen on the fourth line with Kreider on the third line, because Ruotsalainen is still a depth forward, so he could still get really good. If not, I might actually just switch Girard over there and then put Bitton on the fourth line as well. And I might actually do that right away, but I wanted to make sure Ruotsalainen is playing, because as a low elite, you know what? You never know. You never know. He could become really beast. Let's go and check our captains and jerseys. I know you guys haven't been paying much attention to that, or at least I haven't. VC being the captain, I'm going to accept that. VC is our leader. Horvat is just as good. Honestly, I would just say that we have like a couple captains on this team. We have Tanev. We have literally almost all of our entire team is captaincy worthy. I would say Horvat's captaincy worthy. I would say Veleno eventually. Barchi would be assistant captaincy worthy. Maybe Mato is assistant captaincy worthy. Same with Besser being maybe even captaincy worthy. VC would be captaincy worthy. Hannafin eventually. Tanev would be captaincy worthy. Hutton eventually maybe more assistant captaincy. JOSI just off the bat could be captain. Sort of thing. Liljegren could be a captain eventually as well. But you know what? Because of morale, we're just going to imagine who our captains are. And I'm going to say like VC, Horvat, and probably Tanev, honestly, if we're being honest. Because Tanev has been probably the longest standing member on the team. He's been there since like almost the cup run even in 2011. So hopefully he can bring us a cup run here. It's been quite a while, guys. I know you guys have been patient with me, hopefully, and we're gonna start off the season very quickly here. And I have rotates goalies on. We have injuries on. We have all of that. Our AHL and NHL lines. Morale. Let's just make sure that we're always positive. We're gonna do number 2. I don't care what it is. Pissick, you'll be awesome. Okay. Performance. You'll turn a corner soon, I'm sure. Positive effect. It's not likely to complain. You gotta. Although I'm considering it, that I'm only considering it when we get injuries. Ha ha ha. Because that's the truth. So just before we do that, I will. You know what? I'm just gonna run with best lines basically, and see if we can go farther with those on. Eventually, if not, I may just make some line changes. But we're gonna see how it goes. Nashville, we get a 3-2 win. Calgary, this is going to be a big game. could be important. A shootout win, 2-1. Our defense is stacked, guys, with JOSI, Hutton, Liljegren, and Tanev and Hanifin. Like, I don't see why. Okay, we let in 6 goals. But still, my point is, like, we are such a good team. Even if you didn't notice, I didn't really show it, but Matt Murray is actually an elite goalie. I checked it. He's 88 overall. It's not morale that's boosting any of his stats. He was an 88 overall to start the season, so he is an elite goalie. So technically we could trade Demko if we wanted to, but with this captain, him being a solid goalie, because I know he can be, and he can also help us to make the playoffs by not losing games, then I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. We are losing a ton in a row, so I'm going to make some changes. Dub, at this point, I'm just going to do 6 weeks in, like, just any places. Excuse me. You guys need to start winning some games. Hutton, let's see. No, I know that you guys can do better. Come on, boys. There you go. Positive effect. And focus on our play tonight, boys. Let's go. And there you go. We're going to get lots of positive effects. I know I'm pressed number 2, but as long as we get these good morale and points, then we're okay. We're still in a wild card spot with how well we've been playing. And I know we can definitely do better. I think we can be a strong team. So right now, I'm going to make some changes. Maybe switch up around in the lineup a bit. And play our top players. Let's see. Defense. Hanifin has played right side before, sort of thing. I think because with Levy, JOSI, Hutton, and Liljegren, Pissick, and Tanev. We can always play the better defenseman, but McNabb, we're going to try and keep you happy. We'll give you a game or two. And Rustalainen, he's a -4, so we're going to switch him with Bitten, and we'll put him on the 4th line. We can keep him on the left wing. It doesn't matter too much. Goalies, I thought I should show you guys. Murray, elite goalie. There you go. You see none of his stats are boosted. He's just a beast. Demko is 85 overall without morale, sort of thing. And hopefully this team can start getting back on the right track. I want to check penalty kill quickly. Castles, 82 for faceoffs. Horvat, 84. Just a beast, these guys. And that could be a really nice penalty kill, but we have to start making sure that it's much better. Can we please move Castles and Gerard? Thank you very much. There you go. There's the defense. We're going to move JOSI, obviously, to that top line of D. And I think Hutton and JOSI are definitely the top penalty killers, I think. But, I mean, we're just going to roll with that. I think I'm going to move also Kreider out of there because I don't think he's really much of a penalty killer. And we're going to move Barchi on the penalty kill because I always know he's been a strong penalty killer. So we're going to move him, and Gerard will be where he is right there. And then there you go. That should be good. Hutton, I'm trying to think who has really good shooting categories and passing. Liljegren, I like his passing and offensive abilities. Hanifin's pretty good. JOSI obviously is the top guy. Liljegren and JOSI I think will be our top power play unit line. And I think for forwards, Besser and VC, I think those are our top-notch scorers right there. I think those are our best scorers. And with the shooting accuracy of these centers, I'm also going to move Konechny to top line. I want this power play to be stacked, and it should be, rightfully so. It's the power play. You need to score. So, Mateau, you're going to be on the top of the second line power play, and that should be good. Hopefully we can get some more wins and get higher in the division. I'm talking a lot, but that is just because I'm hoping that my enthusiasm, and I mean it's been a bit dull just because I've been talking so much, so maybe the volume's a bit down. I have no idea, but basically I'm just going to keep on talking, hoping that will give us some wins. Guys, you got to start winning games. LA, that's a big win right there. Your defense is stacked. There you go. Arizona, that's a loss. That's okay. Rangers, there you go. We're 500. Chicago, they're 10-6-3. And we will come out with a 2-0 loss because our team apparently sucks. You know, you just always get shut out. Come on, guys. The offense is there. I know it. You guys can get wins. 10-10-3. I'm really surprised, guys. We have such a stacked defense and goaltending core that apparently we're getting 5 goals on us from Anaheim. And I'm pretty sure Getzlav and Perry are both 86 and lower overall right now. Nathan would always say they're 36 overall. I would tend to disagree, but I would say that at least for right now in this game, they are decreasing, and we're still losing to them. I mean, obviously we went 1-1 in that week, but yeah. Point against Calgary, that's okay. Ottawa, how do you let in 8 goals, guys? It's JOSI, Hutton, Liljegren. Like I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Ottawa apparently is stacked. Oh my gosh. Colorado, you get a win, so 13, 12, and 5. I'm really just wondering if it's because of the conference we're in, because I mean, a lot of teams by this time are really stacked, aka Edmonton, because they got McDavid and the flipping other 40 other centers. Like, what are you gonna do? You're going to sign a bunch of good defensemen for $9 million, like Roman Josi. And there you go. We're getting on a bit of a winning streak. And as I say that, just like anybody else would say that, they would lose and then they would win back because I said that we were going to win or something, or lose and then we'd lose because I'm complicating everything. And now New Jersey, boom, Johansson, you should have signed with us. Oh, you deserve that. You deserve that, boy. Morale. We're going to get some morale here. 87 for morale. Pissick is really sad. He's pissed off. See what I did there? We're going to make him be positive, and then we're going to put him back in the lineup because we've still been shaky, but I think we can do better. Okay, no, we won 4-0. Maybe not. We're going to keep on going until we lose, and then we will move in Pissick. I know Pissick and McNabb don't control this team's outcomes of these games, but it seems like they do because we just lost 4-0, and I was talking about them. So clearly it does. So speaking of Minnesota, you know Morand, how we traded to him? Yeah, he jumped up to 82 overall. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird how that works out. That was just really unfortunate. We're going to move Girard to make this a playmaker, sniper, two-way forward line, and then we'll make this a bit more of a physical line. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe I'll try it like that. Who knows? I think that should be good. You never know. That should be good. Defense, I think we are okay with what is happening right now. I'd be curious to know who's not doing well. Okay, Hannafin and Liljegren, Hutton, and Josi. I don't understand how this isn't our top line. Plus 17. Oh, okay, so they were getting offense, so that's important. We're gonna keep that up. Girard -6, 12, and 3, and I think that should be good for now. Maybe move. Wait, Kreider is a third line scoring forward. We'll keep it like that. I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. And that should be good. Oh, yeah, we were going to change the defenseman. So Moran is 82 overall. Sam Steele's 80 is also 80. He's 87 overall. There were quite a few guys I could have gone after, but it was just unfortunate of what was happening. So I think our guys are getting really tired. I'm wondering if that is an impact. So because Tanev is playing on the top 6, we're going to move him to the penalty kill as well. And for who we should switch him with, I have no idea. I'm going to say Hutton, just because I have a gut feeling. Tanev, we're going to move and put him right there, and we're going to switch him back. So I can actually do it like this next time. Right here, Hutton, and we are going to switch on defense with Tanev. We want our young guys to be getting as much playing time as possible. And that is why we're going to play the veterans on the top line and the younger guys on the bottom line, but still, or on the top 4 line, but still this way they're getting better because they're getting so much ice time. There you go. That should be good for that. And now we will go and continue on with the season, hoping, I was going to say hoping, but I don't know, opening? I don't know where that came from, but hoping to get more wins. We start off with a 2-0 victory against the Minnesota Wild, come up with a 5-2 victory against Nashville. So 2 conference games that are going to be pretty big. Former team I was a GM of, Detroit, they seem to be doing stellar, and they will beat us 3-2. Edmonton, this is a huge game, huge divisional rival, and there's going to be a team meeting. Hannafin, non-issue. I know you still have more to give, bud. If it's negative, you know what? Yeah, whatever. It's okay. Valeno, I guess it's good you feel positive, but really doesn't change how we do our job. There you go. He's positive. It doesn't matter where they are in the standings, boys. Go out there and win. There you go. Some guys are unhappy. You're just going to have to deal with it. Let's get the win. Edmonton, they score 7 goals. Roman Josi, you suck. We're blaming it all on you. You're getting $9 million more than these guys. Or at least probably $3 or $2 million. I don't remember how much we're paying these guys. I don't even think Liljegren's getting his contract. So Vancouver, they're in a position to be really good, but I mean they're going to have a lot of cap problems coming up. I know we have to sign quite a few defensemen actually in the next season. I'm not sure if it'll be us, maybe the next GM. And we come with a 4-2 victory against my old team. I just wanted to put that in because we beat Detroit and we beat New Jersey again. So Johansson, they're technically better, but I don't care because we beat them twice. So technically we're better. We beat the team twice, right? So Buffalo, we lose 2-3-2. Pittsburgh, we get a 2-1 victory. There you go, Logan Brown. Take that. Connecting against this foreign team, we get shut out, of course. No offense. They are just like, Konechny, have fun. Let's see. Scouting trip. We're going to scout QMJHL forwards for 6 weeks. Maybe that's it. We're putting all this pressure on the forwards. We're saying we're going to trade, or we're going to draft some new guys, so you guys better step up, and then they're feeling the pressure. So maybe if we do it on goalies or defense. Actually, no, because then the defense or goalie are going to need to do stuff, and right now they're playing stellar. But Hannafin doesn't like anything I'm saying to him, okay? So, yeah, Minnesota 4-1 victory. We're 29-21-5. That's much better. Edmonton, yes, we beat them 6-2. That feels a lot better. Columbus, we come out with a win. A point against Winnipeg, that's going to be helpful for us in the long run. Every point's going to matter as we get closer to the end of the season. We're coming up to the trade deadline. We're actually going to finish it up at the end of the year, probably. I don't see why we need to make any trades at this point. I'm okay with it. If we finish off the season like this, if we just lose all of our games, I would be kind of disappointed. But at this point, I don't want to be overconfident, but I think we are in a good spot. And, of course, we get injury. So replace this player. Ruud will get some time now. Our morale is great. We want to check that. I don't understand how we're still not higher. Guess what? I'm sorry you feel that way, bud. So you're going to have to help us in other directions, I guess. I don't know what the heck I just said. Let's go see Stats Central. I feel a lot sloppier, guys, because obviously I'm trying to get more of this going. But we're going to check out some of the team stats, or at least the player stats, and see how it's going. VC, this is what happens when he's at his best. Top line forward. You guys like disagreed. Some of you are just like, oh, he's not going to be that great. We got to get some Ryan Johansson on our team. And I wanted Johansson, but I'm telling you, VC is... I knew he would be the top line forward. With that elite potential and the way he had been playing this GM mode, he just had to be a stellar guy. He's a top line goal scorer, and that's what we needed. That's like this is like Naslin 2.0. VZ is back, except maybe more size. So maybe he's like Bertuzzi. Well, Mateau's more like Bertuzzi. I wonder if we have that line still, sort of. Let's see. Goals, there you go. We only have a couple top goal scorers. It's really just a couple guys that are scoring this year. As for points... we seem to be a more defensive team. VC is just taking off. He's a point per game. I'm telling you guys, this guy is insane. Insane and insanity. Matt Murray and Demko, you know what? Demko, not the greatest record, but his stats are much better than previous years, and Murray is making up for his record, so it's all good. They're playing stellar, and we're going to, let's see, we want to go and... make the playoffs, I think. Western Conference. We're quite a few. Wow, we are 14 points ahead of Arizona. Guys, we're definitely not out of it yet because 74 points isn't enough and 34 wins isn't enough. So for sure 40 wins, but we got to get up to 40. I mean, we have the chance for 50 wins if we go on a tear. So I'm actually going to sim past the deadline. You know what? I won't sim past it quite yet. But we're going to go and see what's available maybe. And if I see something that we could maybe add to our team, then maybe I'll look at it. You guys can see who is there. Getzlaff obviously is there. I'm not sure what we would need to improve on. We have like literally almost everything we need. We have an elite goalie, an elite defenseman. We have tons of depth at forward and on defense. Samuelson is there. Could be some nice depth for the playoffs. Excuse me. Some prospects there. We don't need no prospects. We're a big team. We're a good team. Oh my gosh, Eddie Lack coming back for the playoff run. That would be kind of cool. Kind of cool and kind of amazing, kind of not. Rask, so we could get a top line goalie. What? Oh, guys, high franchise. That would be kind of sick. I kind of want that. Yeah, good cap. Oh, that could be dirty. That could be dirty. What could we give up? Girard, Bitten. We could give up Pete, McNabb, and then out of all that, a first. We could get Reichel. That would be sick. That would be amazing. McNabb I'd like to keep for the playoffs. How would you guys like to sign Reichel? That would be insane. That would be kind of cool. Donovan, we'd have to get for depth maybe. And then, oh my gosh, we could sign so many guys. We could sign Jack Johnson to be our top 6D. Brendan Saad isn't super happy. We could get him for the penalty kill or something. Felino, I don't know, as a third line scored, he could go on the fourth line. We could have a stacked team, guys. I'd like to know what you guys are thinking a lot. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, what the heck are you doing, Aaron? What are you smoking? What, like, they would never do that. And we shouldn't want to do that because we won't be able to sign them. Guys, if we want to win the cup, we could get a high franchise guy. I would pay almost anything to get Kirby Reichel on this team. Mateau and Reichel, the power forwards of death. Minus 17. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe our team is really stacked. We'll get into more later. You know what? I probably won't. I probably shouldn't. I probably will go into the next episode. Just the way it is. Because it is running a bit long. And then I'll want to check out stats again. And so, just the opportunity to get Reichel. Do we want to make our team better? And if not, do we want to continue the series on to the next bit? This next episode will be posted on the same day, obviously, as NHL 17. So I have it. Yip, hip, hooray. Not at this second as I'm recording this, but I will have it, or I do have it. In order to make our team better, do we want to trade for Carey Price? Trade for Carey Price, trade for Kirby Reichel, win the cup in the next year after being insanity with trades. That it could be our pathway to adventure, to winning, to Mike Modano, to Ottawa's face. I don't know. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else. Obviously, we don't need too many more goalies. I am seeing a couple, obviously, here, but I don't think we need a new goalie. I think our goalies are okay. Unless you really want to trade for Carey Price, then I'm okay with that. Like, whatever it takes to give us a deep playoff run, as long as we make the playoffs, I'm already happy with this year as long as we make it. So you guys can let me know what you think. I probably should have gone to the finals. There is an elite player, elite sniper. Yo, that Russian, though. They don't want Ovechkin again? Come on. Samsonov, 88 overall, 24 years old, actually. Pardon me. So basically, do we want Reichel, Price, or Samsonov? I don't know. I think our team is pretty good. I will leave it for next episode. If we make the playoffs next episode, no matter what, I do want to end on 25. So we will. It could be a really long one or it could be a really short one. Don't look at the time, whatever you do during the entire next episode, because if we make the playoffs, you'll be like, there will be like 5 minutes left in the video, and then you'll be in the first round still, and then you'll be like, oh, he's gonna lose, and then you'll quit the video. You just gotta don't look at the time, enjoy the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video for that sake. I was sort of just to get it done. This may not even be done on that tomorrow because like I have school. I'm about to have hockey in a bit. So it's getting so busy for me. And then I got to like fit NHL 17 into all this tomorrow. I got to go pick it up and all that stuff. It'll be intense. Oh my gosh. But anyways. I haven't even done that in a while. Anyways. Hut. Spam that hut, boys. It's done for NHL 16, but maybe not for 17. Who knows? I don't even know. Do you guys want to see a hut series? I just randomly threw that out there. We could do anything. So, guys, make sure you let me know. I will be also making another video to finish off my NHL 16. Just everything. I'll probably do like a hut game or something. Hut. But that'll be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode once again. Anyways, I will see you guys. And that was a pretty hyped episode. In the next one. Which is probably going to be even more hyped. So, hype on. Let's go. Peace. Let's go. Okay. Bye. What? Voice crack. That happened. You know, it won't end. You thought this would end. No. I will make it go longer. Because you guys like longer videos. See ya.